Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Yelling from the Couch. We've been missing in action, but we're not running away from anything. I'm Brent Humphreys, joined by my co-host Gordon Nostradamus Chatterton. And who is that over there? Is that CB Butler? No, it's not. It's my other co-host, Gage Bertovich. Fellas, welcome back into the show. I've missed talking ball with you guys. How we doing?
At least you didn't call me Angel Hernandez. That's all I gotta say. But
Uh,
man, yeah, it's good to be back. Took a little hiatus, had to recharge a little bit, let some ball happen. A lot of stuff has happened since we last recorded. Some, a couple weeks ago, but we don't have to talk about it. But no, no, no. Other stuff, today trades in the NBA. I'm not an NBA guy. Don't know if you two are, but trades have happened. So there's a lot of stuff going on here in the off season.
Gordon, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty good. I had this week off, so I'm well rested. I'm not going to have to check out of here. So because I don't have to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Actually, that's the best news I have because for me, that's just the greatest thing ever. I can actually sleep in till 5 o'clock. So, I mean, all right.
There we go. And Gage, you mentioned there's been a little bit that's happened since we talked here last. We previewed the playoffs for the UFL, and they happened since we were here. We picked the semifinals. The semifinals happened. Our picks after the UFL semifinal week, Gage went 2-0. Gordon 1-1, and I went 1-1. Me and Gordon, Mike Tomlin it again this week. Gage, you went 25-9 on the season. Gordon 21-13. I went 15-19. Losing record for me. I'm the biggest loser in this UFL pick'em. Although, maybe just picks wise. But we'll talk about why maybe not overall I'm the biggest loser. I'm the biggest winner overall.
No.
What you guys think about your picks? Gage, you killed it. Gordon, you didn't do too bad either.
I should have bet on these games because man, oh man, I would have made a lot of money.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done too bad either. I mean, especially a couple times I picked severe underdogs at one. So it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah. The Road Dogs. So the first semifinal game we'll talk about there. The Defenders, they beat the Storm 28-22. We had talked all year about how we thought the Storm were frauds. They get to the playoffs, so the number one seed, and they get knocked off by the Defenders.
And a
They get
backup quarterback.
they get knocked off by Jason Bean. The Beanster came in and took down the UFL MVP.
Yeah, old Jack Plummer back there didn't have nothing much against Jason Bean and the Defenders over there. Defenders win. Both these semifinals games were pretty good. I thought the whole playoffs were actually pretty good, all three games. The other semifinal game, the Kings beat the Battlehawks 29-20, getting revenge from earlier in the season when the Battlehawks beat them 16-3, and they just couldn't do anything against the Battlehawks. But the Kings come out and they beat the Battlehawks, was set up a showdown in the United Bowl. And man, if we only had shows back then, a couple weeks ago, then, who knows, right? How those would have turned out.
I'm so glad we didn't because man, oh man, you're not riding that high right now of what happened in that game. Man, I am so happy we took a break.
I said I would have been insufferable because the Kings defeat the Defenders to win the United Bowl in their inaugural season, 27-20. You've got to give hats off to Chris Redmond and the way that he turned this season around mid-season, made adjustments. They were 0-3. You have a big name running back in Benny Snell. You've got your quarterback that you think, Jason Bean, as your starter. You say, see ya, we're going to trade you away. You cut Benny Snell. You cut your left tackle and your left guard, starting left tackle and left guard after 2 games in the season. And you turn around and you turn out to win the UFL championship, the United Bowl. Hats off to Chris Redmond for having the cojones to do that. I mean, a lot of players, a lot of people wouldn't do that because of, these guys have started and everything. We're going to roll with what we've got here. Instead, he makes moves, it pays off for him, and now he's a champion in the UFL.
But that game had such bad, bad quarterback play on both sides. Chandler Rogers for Louisville, 9 of 17, 81 yards, 2 picks, and he had 7 scrambles for 32 yards. On the defender's side, Jason Bean was the starter in that game, went 3 for 8 with 19 yards, had 7 carries for 35 yards. Gets hurt, out for the rest of the game. In comes EJ Perry, who I forgot all about, went 5 for 12, 50 yards at interception, and ran 7 for 43. Horrible, horrible quarterback play all around.
Yeah, it was. And Chandler Rogers, he played pretty good for this stretch, but he's not a guy that's just going to sit back there and sling the ball around. I mean, he's not a Tamu or anybody like that for the UFL. But the defense played really well for the Kings. They come up with a key pick, I believe, in the second half against the defenders there to kind of help them get over that hump there because they were behind. But a really good first season for the Kings in the UFL and champions. Yes.
Not, not only that, there's the one play where Valaday breaks off. He's gonna score,
Yeah.
and then he gets caught by a defensive
Punches
back.
it.
I forget who it was. Punches it right out. That ball went 25 yards out of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I've never seen a ball go that far on a peanut punch. Whoa! I was also saying some other stuff during that, but you know.
And that's the thing with Louisville this whole season. Even when they struggled at the beginning of the year, the defense has been there for the most part of the season. They've made some plays. They've shut some teams down pretty good. Their offense just couldn't keep up at the beginning of the season. But yeah, that defense showed up in the UFL Bowl there, the United Bowl for sure. And pretty entertaining game.
Oh,
The
for
quarterback
sure.
play wasn't good, but overall, a decent game.
But if they come from behind and they punch the ball out and it goes 25 yards, that only tells me one thing is that running back was not actually gripping that ball. He was carrying it like a loaf of bread. I mean,
Oh yeah.
this was his hand. If the ball went that far, that means there was no grip on it whatsoever when he punched it out.
No,
Yeah,
there was. I mean, he definitely thought he was gone.
that's what it was. He thought he was out of there. He thought he was at an easy touchdown, but somebody just makes a hustle play like that. You've got to hold on to it because you never know. Some people
Man.
just don't give up.
No?
Speaking of players that don't give up, some do. Browns guard Joel Batonio retires. I had to just do that right there. I had to make that transition. I know this isn't the second biggest story that we've had here, but when I said some players just don't give up, I just had to do it right here. 12-year vet, pretty big loss for the Browns, actually, on their offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, the Browns are already bad as it is. They're just getting worse now.
Yeah, they lost him. They lost Miles Garrett. So their defense is going to it may not be
Jared Verse is decent.
it may not be horrible, but it took a step back.
Oh, yeah,
Other
it took
people
a
are going to have to step up.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Who's going to be the quarterback this year for the Browns? Can't wait to preview that, but what do you guys think here real quick?
I don't even know. Deshaun, the start.
Deshaun?
Roll a 5-sided dice and assign a player to each side. Wherever it hits up, that's just as good as a guess as any other.
Yeah, don't forget Dylan Gabriel's out there too.
To me, I think the best actual pocket passer they have right now, I mean, considering even with Deshaun Watson, is still Sanders.
Yeah.
Best mobile threat they got is Dylan Gabriel by far.
Yeah.
Experience-wise is Deshaun Watson, but experience of what? Losing? I mean, because that's all he's done for the past few years since he left Houston.
His first 3 years in Houston, the guy was on the track to maybe being, you're like, hey, this guy may be a superstar. And then some stuff came out, some alleged allegations, and he has not been the same since.
Hey, I like a massage just like the next guy. Maybe not the kind he got, but you know.
Wow. I'm sure you do, Gordo. I'm sure you do.
Back, fellas. We're fully back now. All right.
I'm just, I'm married, so I don't have to pay for my massages anymore. I mean, yeah, so we good. We good.
It's all on the up and up over there at the Chatterton household. Gage,
But I
yeah.
I could
Soundbite.
uh,
It's clipped out for sure right here.
but I could definitely see the Browns doing, like, I don't know if you guys know the play that I'm talking about. Back in, like, 2014, Manziel was there, Brian Hoyer was there, and there was a game, I think it was against the Ravens, where Manziel, like, ran off the field to the sideline in frustration, lined up technically at receiver while arguing with the sideline. Hoyer took the snap. Manziel ran down the sideline, caught the pass. It came back because of a holding probably or illegal man downfield, but it was still a trick play that I could absolutely see the Browns trying to do this year and just make use of all the quarterbacks that they have, all 12 of them.
They're gonna have to
Yeah, they
play
can
him
have all
somewhere.
12 of them on the field, or at least 6 of them on the field. 4 of
Yeah.
them playing wide receiver, so they can all run back and do like a quintuplet reverse, and then one of them is wide open down the field because the defense be standing there, it's like, "What the f."
I mean, you know what? It may only work once, but it'll work.
Hey, it has to work once to score a touchdown.
Yep.
Hey, when you're the Browns, you've gotta have something that's gonna work, because it's the Browns. We all know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so another topic here that was kinda big while we was off, Brendan Sorsby, the quarterback at Texas Tech, who was
Woo!
ruled ineligible because of gambling. He went to gambling addiction, then he was ruled eligible by a Texas some judge or something. And then it was he's going to enter the NFL supplemental draft because he was ineligible. And then the NFL decided that they were not going to hold a 2026 supplemental draft. So then Mr. Sorsby has to wait until the 2027 NFL draft. Guys, what do we make of Brendan Sorsby's saga down there at Texas Tech? Should he play? Should he be allowed to play college football?
No.
There you go. Thank you.
Okay, gambling on college football. Okay, if you're gambling on your own team to win, well, I don't see an issue with that because that's what you're trying to do anyways, win. But when you bet on your team to lose and you're the starting quarterback and you lose, okay, that's where I have an issue.
Yeah.
That's where I have a real big issue.
Well, he was when he was in Indiana, he was placing bets. When he was at Cincinnati, he was placing bets. They said the
Well, he
guy
could bet on
placed
his
like
team to lose. I mean, because they was at Indiana, so before they got that new coach, they pretty much was going to lose anyways. I mean, so but
$90,000 bet as a college kid. That is
Yeah.
somebody's got a problem here.
yeah. I said
It-
though, but when you're in the finals, when you're in the semifinals and you bet on your team to lose and you happen to lose, to me, that's like the scarlet letter getting slapped on him. He's a hoe.
well, so
Yeah.
like he 90,000 for a college student, and then did you all see why he should be able to play college football? Did you see his argument of why he should be able to play?
No.
No, I did not.
Went to do gambling addiction rehab, whatever that is. I don't know what you do at Gambling Addictions Anonymous or whatever. But his argument was that he needs to play college football next year for his mental health because it would help him out with his addiction if he were able to do that. Help him out in his rehab process. Do, do what? What do you
Uh,
mean it's going to help you out? Like,
Started your addiction in the first place because you had control of the game.
yeah. And so, like, if you're the NFL, if you're an NFL team, Sorsby's got some talent. I mean, he was a decent quarterback at Cincinnati. Me and Gordon talked about him quite a few weeks last week on our college football episode podcast. He wasn't a bad quarterback. He was decent. If you're an NFL team, he's probably a backup right now. Might probably not going to be a starter in the league. May get spot minutes at some point in time if he had the chance. He's got that kind of talent. Would you all take a risk and use a pick on Brendan Sorsby?
Personally, no. But if you're the LA Rams, I could see them using their first round pick on him. So I don't know.
No, I don't think they got one now. for a while.
And they
Pigs.
they can always trade back in.
Well, it depends on what team it is. I mean, for example,
Yeah.
if it's my team, the 7th round pick, why not? Because if not, you're just going to draft a kicker or a punter or some shit. So it's not going to be something stupid, anyways.
One thing is if this is like Major League Baseball. If you bet on baseball, you apparently get a lifetime ban, right? We've heard that before with Pete Rose,
Unless you have an interpreter.
unless you have an interpreter. That's exactly right.
English to English.
Yeah, guys, I didn't make these bets. My handler did it.
My mom
Uh,
made those bets, actually.
so I mean, he's got the talent to play, but what if you draft him? Your starting quarterback gets hurt. Your backup, he's your backup. He comes in, he plays. And then they found out that he's putting bets on the game he's playing again because he's an addict and he's gambling. I don't know what, maybe rehab fixed him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just spewing off some stuff here, but
He
maybe
didn't
he
go
got
through enough
clean in rehab.
rehab. No,
But
no.
what if he gets caught betting on your team or betting against your team? I mean, I wouldn't take the risk with the guy. I think he's ruined his chance. He's going to be the UFL may take a shot on him, and I can see that, or the CFL. But if I'm an NFL team, I stay as far away as I can
No.
from.
But if he was a wide receiver or another player, how could you trust him?
You couldn't. You can never trust him because you just don't. You won't know.
Well, and he even might just bet on himself to throw 225 plus, and it's like, "Sorry, running back, I'm actually gonna check out of all of these running plays that are initially called."
Mhm. Yeah.
It's like the first half, there's 2 carries for 3 yards, so, like, what are we doing?
And he bet the under on the rushing yards for the half. Yeah. So another little piece of football here I seen today. Caleb Williams was denied the Iceman trademark. He tried to trademark the Iceman. He got denied, and Chuck Liddell somewhere is celebrating. I know you love when we talk Caleb Williams or Detroit Lions or the
Yeah.
Vikings on here. So, what are your thoughts on Caleb Williams get denied the Iceman trademark?
Yeah, the trademark congressional committee put the painted nails in the coffin. But
Nice.
no, I'd like to see him go up to him and Chuck Liddell and say, "I want that Iceman trophy. I'll fight you for it." I would
Uh,
pay to watch that. Chuck Liddell may be a little old, but I'm pretty sure he could probably still make him tap out.
I'd say it's probably a pretty good bet right there. Brendan Sorsby's got his money on Liddell for sure. I can tell you.
90,000?
90,000, ninety
Yeah.
thousand on Chuck Liddell. Yeah, but I mean, why? Who has any? All right, so I've heard him being called the Iceman just recently. Before this, has anybody else heard anybody call Caleb Williams the Iceman? Like,
No,
I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
just out of the loop here.
and it's so funny that he went to trademark this. It's barely been a month since Drake has released his album called Iceman, so it's like, are you really gonna do this within that time? And yet I've also don't think I've ever heard like a name trademark kind of being declined. I mean, just coming from like the wrestling perspective, WWE files trademarks all the time to get a name. AEW files trademarks all the time to get a name. You don't hear them being denied. Caleb Williams, the poor guy goes to file one trademark and they're like, "Nah, sorry, bro. We
Get
can't do
out of
that
here.
for you."
Take your
Like,
go back to the house. You're not getting this trademark.
yeah, take your
well,
ice and get out. Come on.
Yeah.
I think that's probably because, like you said, Drake's got an album called that. Chuck Liddell was actually called that forever. And then there was a actor in a movie that was recognized as Iceman forever before he become, probably the third best Batman. Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all right. So staying with the trademark thing here, real quick. This is that just now popped into my head. We're talking about rappers and stuff. When did Cactus Jack become a Travis Scott thing and not a Mick Foley thing?
What?
You haven't heard this?
No.
So NBA has some trading cards that came out, and they were called the Cactus Jack edition. Cactus Jack because of Travis Scott is what it is. And I'm like, no, 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 it's not Travis Scott. It's Mick Foley. Like, no, it's Travis Scott. It's exclusive. And I'm like, Mick Foley's Cactus Jack. It's like
And
Travis Scott is stealing his stuff.
he's also Dude Love, damn it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ca-
He's
Cactus
all
Jack
for it.
Cactus Jack Records is an American record label and music publishing company founded by Travis Scott on January 10th, 2017. So
Ca
apparently this has been a Travis Scott thing for 9 years, which is insane.
Mick Foley had to give him permission because that's actually what he was known as. He was trademarked. Travis Scott gets thrown around in WWE rings right now because they said,
Yeah.
now you're going to pay for it.
But when I seen the Cactus Jack trading cards, I was like, "Oh, sweet, hey, good for Mick Foley." And they're like, "It's a Travis Scott thing," and I'm like, "No,
No, it's not.
no, I do not like this one bit. I will not
So
associate Cactus Jack with Travis Scott."
Let
so
Travis Scott be on top of Hell in a Cell and someone throw him off and he lands on the table.
I
Then
think,
he can say, okay, I got the Cactus Jack trading cards. Okay, it's all right now.
I
You
think,
paid your due for it.
I think Gordon that he's still walking out to the ring at WrestleMania 41. Travis Scott is. He's making his walk out there. I don't think he's made it there yet.
Probably not. I mean, that was awful slow.
so I don't know how in tune you guys are with Travis Scott or anything,
Not
but
very.
me neither. So I hope someone can explain this to me. I'm looking at his Cactus Jack website right now and like the merch and stuff, and it's all like different countries and stuff. Like there's the USA, the Netherlands, Australia, Mexico, Croatia, etc. All the names of the countries are upside down.
Mhm.
And I don't know how else to explain it besides for imagine you have a ball cap, right? And it says Brazil on it, but Brazil is upside down. That's how it is
Uh,
on every piece of clothing.
Kind of like, was it Post Malone where he's got the Dallas upside down on his hat? Have you seen that one?
I'm not in tune with these rappers like I should be, so
I'm
no.
not, but I've seen him wear that because, like, apparently he's a big Cowboys fan, but he's
Is
got
it like a
Dallas upside
fashion
down.
trend to have like the
It must
name of the
be.
country or place upside down?
I I'm wearing a Cincinnati Reds hat right now, so I'm not really in tune with fashion right now. So that's about as fashionable as I get.
I don't think this is upside down.
No, my
My
sleeve's
my
not upside down
my
either.
jeans not upside down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we sound like old man radio over here or what right now, but whatever.
My God.
Yeah.
We just need to get like in tune with the kids these days.
Gage,
No,
this is your spot on the show right here. You're the youngest of the bunch here. You're supposed
yeah.
to be all hip and cool and everything. I don't think they say hip. You should know all this. What all's gas and everything.
Okay. All right, Unc. Calm down over there.
I'm not Unc. I'm
I,
Grandpa.
Look, you slapped at those picks earlier, man.
I can't even like think of something to come back with. I can't do it.
Look, I search up some of these sometimes and just drop them in with my kids sometimes, and they're like, "Shut up, stop right now." Okay.
I don't even know what to Google like hip slang.
It's usually like kid slang 2026 June because it changes from month to month.
All right, but like no cap, you kind of cooked with that.
There you go. There you go. I'm glazing. You heard of glazing?
Yeah, but that's kind of mid.
That is kind of mid. Yeah, it's kind of mid. I learned that from somebody on wrestling was saying mid on somebody, and that's where I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I
It's
guess that's
probably Javon Evans.
no. I think it was before him a little bit.
Wow. I mean that
Anyways,
definitely feels like a canon event, but it's fine.
yeah. So Brandon Ayuk says that he will sign with the Commanders if cut by the 49ers. Now, what is this weird pipeline between the 49ers and the Commanders? Debo Samuel, back in the day, maybe it wasn't a direct pipeline, but Alex Smith started in San Francisco, ended up
Yeah.
over in Washington. What do you guys think about Brandon Ayuk saying he'll sign with the Commanders? He got a huge deal from the Niners a couple of years ago and tore his ACL and hasn't played since. And the Niners are just like, yeah, we really don't need you. I don't even know why we made this deal. Any chance he gets cut by the Niners and go to Commanders? Commanders? Jaden
Strong.
Daniels.
I mean, if Commanders are going to sign him, I mean, he will go. Money's
But do you give him a big deal though if you were the Commanders? Coming
No,
off of being off all last year and over half the season the year before, I wouldn't.
No.
1 year veteran minimum as a prove it deal.
So hear me out. Wouldn't it I don't know what Ayuk's contract is like remaining, but wouldn't it just be hilarious if they were like, "No, actually we're not gonna cut you. You just have to suffer. Either you come play or we're just not gonna pay you. We'll put you on the whatever list it is, like whatever." Like,
Commissioner.
yeah, we're just not gonna cut you. You've been a real jag off to us. We're gonna do it right back to you.
Just say it straight. He's been a jack off.
Not where I thought you were going with that.
Look, I think that would be great. I think that'd be hilarious if they did that to him. But if you're the Niners, wouldn't you try to see if you can get rid of some of that cap somehow? I mean, cutting him, you're gonna just have to eat it. But maybe see if you can get something out of him. I doubt you would, though. I don't think anybody's wanting to trade for Brandon Ayuk.
You might get like a fifth round pick,
Browns.
maybe.
Browns will take him.
Browns would take him.
They love him messed up contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They just took on one, a couple years ago. See how well that worked out for him.
I
Trying to
think he's
see.
played what, 3 games in 3 years?
It's not much. Brandon Ayuk is technically signed through 2028 on a 4-year, $120 million extension.
I mean, they only have him for a couple more years. Just let him suffer and then kick him, while he's going out the door.
He had guarantees, but they were voided because he failed to participate in rehab sessions and
Mm,
stopped attending team meetings.
nice.
So he should take a lesson from Brendan Sorsby. Go to rehab, man. You know what I mean?
His cap hit though is insane in 27 and 28. Oh my god.
13.6 million. Is that what you're seeing? Or are you seeing something else?
Uh, Cap hit, I'm seeing 13.6 for this coming year.
Yeah.
27, 41.5 million, and 28, 43.3 million.
What a mess. John Lynch said it's safe to say he won't ever play for the Niners again.
Yeah.
He would know, I would say.
Yeah, I say he's got the inside track on knowledge of that.
I'd say so. What a mess. I'm just glad the Bengals aren't in that kind of a mess right now.
I mean, they could be.
We're not talking about that. You know why? We're not talking about that because the Bengals restructured Joe Burrow's contract to save him $10 million in cap space. That's probably to help pay for old Sexy Dexy, which I'm fine with it. I wish
Uh,
they'd restructure it a lot to bring in some more players. Just give him that signing bonus,
no,
Right, Cage?
no,
No. What
no.
do you mean, no? Sounds
You can
great to
keep it.
me.
No, keep as much of that contract on as possible. Yeah, and speaking of other contracts, did you guys see Patrick Mahomes' new contract?
Seen a little bit, seen something about it.
He will make over $500 million. The Chiefs added 2 years to his contract, runs through 2033, $504,750,000.
Is it worth it?
For Patrick, yeah. If I'm Mahomes, I'm like, yeah, give it on me. I don't care if I ever play again. Now, if you're for the Chiefs,
Chiefs.
you've got your rings from him. He's
Yep.
had a couple MVPs. He's had success,
Mhm.
but you're not going to be able to get him any weapons unless they're all on rookie deals.
He had the injury last year that kinda ruined his season. He wasn't really playing the best before the injury. Is he kinda going past his prime a little bit here? Or is he jump back on to being the same Mahomes next year that we've known beforehand?
He needs that speedster on the outside that spreads the defense out and makes it easier to pick them apart.
Yeah.
And I think they drafted one this year, so he might be a good pick in fantasy.
I mean, what if they just go and get Tyreek Hill back?
Is Tyreek the same Tyreek that was there when he left, though?
I mean, probably
Also
not.
had
He's older. He's
injuries.
coming off the but
He's still more of a decoy, but if he starts blasting downfield, you got to respect it and you got to cover it. If
Yeah.
they got 2 of them, your safeties are no longer guarding the middle of the field. Now you got linebackers on wide receivers.
And not only that, but I would rather have a coming off of the injury Tyreek Hill instead of a Hollywood Brown or a right now a Juju Smith-Schuster out there being their wide receiver 3s and 4s.
Wait, didn't Juju go somewhere else?
Yeah, Juju, Odell, and Braxton Berrios
Yes.
all went to the Giants.
Yes, I was like, we talked about that. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah.
Yeah, last year he was just bad juju.
Yeah.
Or Rasheed Rice, who you never know from week to week if he's gonna be in jail or not.
Speaking
Right?
speaking speaking of jail,
Oh,
did you
okay.
guys hear about the Lions corner, on Arnold?
Yeah, they said they wanna keep him in jail until his court date I seen earlier.
They should keep him in jail for 25 years. Connection with robbery and kidnapping plot? Dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Why are you being an idiot? Gordon's gotta like this, news here for football reasons.
Yeah.
The Lions only had 2 good defensive backs, Brian Branch and on Arnold. Brian Branch has to be out there going, "Dude, what are we doing?"
Really?
Man, and I actually have not messaged my resident Lions fan to get his reaction, but I'm sure when he saw it, he just facepalmed.
You
I mean,
had to.
I mean, for charges like that, even if he played for my team, my position would be let him rot.
Yeah, that's not good right there, but they said they wanted to keep him in jail until the trial,
They
you
should keep
said.
him in jail until the trial, and then after the trial, throw him under it.
Yeah, and I mean, if
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean, if you were arrested in connection and you actually had something to do with the robbery and the murder, the kidnapping plot may have turned into murder. Who really knows? Why would you want to let him back? Oh, not
Was
before.
it what did they say who he may have kidnapped? It's not Today Show lady's mom, is it? Guthrie?
I I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, maybe. Hey, who am I to know?
I don't know. I doubt it. I'm sure I would've heard something about that. I know they found ransom notes, but I don't think he's out here leaving ransom notes.
And also, I want to say NBC News, real great story on this on Arnold thing. The cornerback is accused of orchestrating a violent kidnapping and armed robbery targeting 3 men after a high-value theft at an Airbnb he rented. That's it.
Who was the guy that, they found a dead body in his old backyard? It's a lineman, plays in the league right now. I saw the story, unless AIs get
Dead body
yeah,
backyard.
I know this is good here for looking it up right now. I should have been more prepared, I guess. Whatever.
Whoa. Is this?
It's
I don't think this guy's in the league, is he? Uh, the incident you're likely referring to involves NFL defensive lineman Mike Pinnell, who is a
yeah.
person of interest in a homicide investigation after the body of a missing 22-year-old woman was discovered buried on a property he previously owned in the Dominican. Okay,
And
who discovered this body and how deep did you not bury her?
Yeah.
Mike Pennell played for the Bengals, didn't he?
Did he? I thought he was a Chief.
He's
He did.
definitely.
He did play for the Bengals.
You don't remember him, Bengals fan?
Nope, he appeared in 8 games last year for the Bengals and the Chiefs. He won a pair of Super Bowls with the Chiefs. He also played for the Packers, Gordon. Don't leave your
Say,
team out now.
hey, I don't remember him playing for my team.
I don't remember playing for mine either.
Hey, he started his career in Green Bay, 14 through 16.
Still don't remember him.
I mean, he only
Praise
had
be.
1 sack in 3 years, but
A good thing there. Definitely was not a star, but, yeah, that's a wild story too, so, man, these NFL guys, man, they just can't stay out of it, can they? They just can't
it
help themselves.
it just keeps getting better and better.
If you wanna call it that. Every year, it's something, several times over.
There's got to be other stuff that we're just missing, right?
from shooting yourself in the leg to shooting somebody else or
Yeah.
somebody else's.
Or unfortunately, as the Chiefs player did that one time at the facility, shot himself.
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 instances of players shooting themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Plaxico Burris in the nightclub.
Yeah,
Well, that's a former Steeler there for you, Gage.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Whatever.
yeah, because he started as
Whatever.
a Steeler, and then he went to the Giants, and then he went to a nightclub and shot himself in the leg, and after he won a Super Bowl,
After he won a
then he
Super
kinda
Bowl.
then he kinda fell off the cliff like Wile E. Coyote.
Well, that's what happens, I guess, when you know, right down your leg.
Did you guys know that? Oh wait, this was last year. Never mind.
Oh, man,
I was
I'm
like
ready.
July. I was like July 6th. That hasn't happened yet.
Gage is reading into the future. Let us know what's happening on July the 6th, Gage.
Apparently, July 6th, Cavante Turpin arrested on 2 misdemeanors, but
I thought you was going to tell us that Jason Pierre-Paul blew off a couple of fingers in a firework accident 2 days prior.
does he even have any fingers left to blow off?
I thought you were just reading the article from when it happened again.
No, nah.
Oh, well, hey, look, if you're a Commanders fan, you may be getting Brandon Ayuk. You may not, but you are getting the NFL draft next year. The 2027 draft will be on the south lawn of the White House. I'm just kidding. It's probably not there, but it is going to be in D.C. Case you went to the draft this year for Pittsburgh. What kind of experience is it going to be for DC fans there? Are they going to be as excited as Pittsburgh fans were this year for the draft?
I certainly hope they will. I know DC traffic is a lot worse than Pittsburgh traffic. And the week of the draft, we had no traffic. Going to work, it usually takes me about an hour, hour and 15 to get to and from. Took me 35 minutes one way. I was like, what's going on? So, DC, if you plan on visiting DC at all, go the week of the draft because apparently no one's going to be out. Everyone's going to be working remotely. There might be some White House workers out there. You might have extra security around the White House, but it's still a good time to go, have some fun. Maybe I'll go down to the DC one, on Friday night or something like that. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, never know.
Yeah, I would say far away from there as possible, especially during the draft. No
No.
way. That'd be a
What
security
what
nightmare.
possibly could go wrong?
That'd be a security nightmare.
Let's not go into that.
Well, hey, how about we go into the New York Knicks winning the NBA Finals in 5 games? We all predicted the Knicks win here. I believe me and Gage predicted 6 games. Gordo predicted 5. The Knicks win the first time in 53 years. The Knicks bring home a championship. Yeah, that's about all I can say about that.
We're gonna Forrest Gump it. That's all I can say about that.
I watched maybe 14 seconds of the finals, and it was the last 14 of Game 5. So it's
Honestly, yeah. The last game was the only one I watched, and I watched I did not know. Okay, I did not know how long the last 2 minutes of an NBA game could really be.
God, it can be half hour, 45 minutes long.
especially now with replay. Replay
Oh
Yeah.
my
is
god.
even longer in NBA. Like, adopt some Major League Baseball replay here, all right? Like, the ABS is great.
Well, for the most part.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, you know, for the most part.
Well, before the
It,
replay, I watched the NBA game in the last 2 minutes, like deciding who was going to go into the playoffs. The last 2 minutes of the game started at 9:05 and the game ended at 9:41.
That's,
Fouls, fouls,
yeah,
foul, foul. I think 5 people fouled out in that game.
believe it. But man, you mentioned there was a big trade in the NBA. Giannis goes to Miami. LaMelo goes somewhere, I seen. So, I mean, we're getting real in depth here with our NBA knowledge.
I mean, don't you guys just watch NBA like that? Like, come on.
No.
No.
I watch one team in the NBA and that's pretty much it. And since they're pretty much out of it by the time after the first round, I don't watch much more of it after that.
I mean, don't you guys know, today the Hornets traded star guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Timberwolves for Naz
Timberwolves, that's what it
Reid
is.
and a series of draft picks. Is
Nope.
the NBA a big F them picks league?
Here's the question. The NBA draft was Tuesday night. Who was the number one pick in the draft? Without you're looking it up, Gage?
I
Without
couldn't
What
tell
looking
is he
it
you.
up.
talking
I don't
about?
have a damn clue.
I know who it
No
is.
idea.
AJ DeBonsa would be my guess. No, no. Yes, AJ DeBonsa is my pick.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Yeah, you'd be correct.
Okay, sure. I couldn't tell you who picked him, but he went number one. Who was the number one pick? Nets, Jazz,
Wizard.
Wizards. Oh,
Do you know?
Washington Wizards.
Do you know who went number 2?
number two was
Who?
Darren Peterson.
All right. What about number 3?
Number three was Boozer, one of the Boozer boys,
Which one?
Carlos.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Him.
Yep.
Okay, now you've got me.
All right. What about number 4?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, that's better than me. I couldn't told you who got the first one because I don't watch the NBA draft. I don't give a shit.
I didn't
I
watch
don't.
the NBA draft either. I think I've seen it somewhere.
I don't know who any of these players are, so that's cool.
Number 20 is Jaden Quaintance from Kentucky, who played in like 3 games. Goes to the Spurs. I know that.
Didn't that Peterson guy also play Kentucky? Darren
Kansas.
Peterson.
Kansas.
Oh, that's what KU is. Makes sense.
Yeah, KU and then UK. Don't get it twisted, Gage. All right. So that's enough. That's enough NBA
My bad.
talk. Let's go to should we even do this? I think we should eliminate this segment altogether, which
No.
we're really not going to talk about a whole bunch of it here coming up anyways. With our football preview, we're going to start our football preview starting next week, leading all the way up into the season. And we're going to preview every division. Each week is getting its own episode, or each division is getting its own episode every week. We're going to start out west with the NFC West. So I think we should probably just end it here. Don't even
No.
talk about any other sport that's going on right now. And we'll see you guys next week. Gage, you have something?
I have a question actually. Yeah, what's that hat you're wearing?
Well, it's what was it? The city of Chicago, the Division III football team we talked about last year on one of the previews that we had, I believe. I think that's what that is.
Is that what? Okay, could you tell me what jersey this is?
Oh, that's a Pirates jersey. Look, you're probably going to ask what stadium I'm at right here. And the Savannah Bananas were in town. They played banana ball.
Did you go?
T. Higgins pinch ran from third base all the way to home and did the sexy Dexy dance at the home plate, which was awesome. Is that what we were talking about? That's all we need to talk about, right?
Or did you
Otherwise,
did you go to the game?
no, a little tied down the last little bit, so really didn't have a chance to. But I just saw that there. But
So then that stadium, who's it home to? Because obviously it's not the Bananas home. They travel all over the place.
I believe that would probably be the Cincinnati Redlegs. But there's no need to talk about.
Huh.
No.
Well, I can tell.
Guys, what's going on?
All right. So since you're wanting it here, the Reds got swept. Season's over. It's over with. Forget it. It's over. I'm calling it right now. June 25th, 2026. The Red season officially over, done for. Unless Chase Burns is pitching, don't even tune into a Reds game. There's nothing to watch unless Chase Burns is the starting pitcher.
Chase Burns is pitching this weekend.
I know he's pitching Saturday, and I feel pretty good about that game. He's going against Jahad Jones or John Monty Jones or Justin Jones or some Jones.
John Moxley Jones. Come
John
on.
Moxley Jones. I've got Chase Burns in that all day, every day. Other than that, the other two, forget it.
Oh, you don't have any faith in Andrew Abbott or Brady Singer?
No, and I don't have faith in the offense either, or lack thereof.
You know what? Me neither for Pittsburgh. So there we go.
So there's your Reds Pirates preview for the weekend. What a series this should be.
Yeah, so game 1, Andrew Abbott versus Paul Skeens. That's going to be a great pitching matchup. Game number 2.
One-sided.
Well, Chase Burns versus Jared Jones. You never know. Jared Jones coming off a scoreless start. Hey.
The only game I feel good about right there that weekend. That's the only one.
Well, and then game number 3, when Pittsburgh completes the sweep, it's gonna be Brady Singer and Mitch Keller,
Well,
which that is probably gonna be a double-digit scoring affair for both teams.
yeah, that's probably the most exciting game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Final score 38-35.
It's gonna be 1-0 Friday night Pittsburgh. It's gonna be 3-2 Reds on Saturday, and it's gonna be 15-12 Pirates on Sunday.
And the only reason that, it was 15-12 is because, what's his face out of the bullpen, Santillan gave up, like, 4 runs.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And, the Reds, they just came off before they played the Brewers this week. 2 out of 3 in New York against the Yankees. However that happened, and then they get swept by the Brewers. It's like, okay. The last time we had picked, the Braves had swept the Pirates. I don't know if you
But you guys actually made a trade here a little bit ago. I think it's back on June 4th. I don't remember if we talked about this or not, but you guys traded away Kyle Nicholas.
wanna
I can't believe you guys, like, got rid of the best arm in your bullpen.
he was an arm in the bullpen that we traded away. Who did we trade away? It was,
If he was
young
halfway decent, it doesn't shock me. Reds are famous for this shit.
he was not halfway decent. Who did you all get? He played this year. It was a position
Tyler
player,
Callahan.
Callahan. Yeah.
Yep. And he's actually done pretty well this season, batting 255, 2 home runs, 9 ribbies. We'll take that.
Yeah, I think that we should all right, all here vote yay for more baseball talk the rest of the season or nay. All right. For,
Yay.
all opposed, nay.
Nay.
All right, there we go. We're done. We're done with baseball. Unless there's some miracle happens like last year when one of us on this show wrote it off.
So, baseball talk, but switching gears, did you hear the home run derby's going back to the way it should be?
Yes. Yes,
I
I
love
did. I don't know why they changed it to begin with.
I don't either.
Give us the 10 ounce, get rid of the stupid clock,
Yep.
be done with it. People are there to, enjoy the home run derby anyways, not worry about time clocks. They've got enough of those with the pitch clock and everything else.
And
Yep.
I actually like the pitch clock. I think that was a good idea.
For the home run derby?
Not for the home run derby,
Yeah.
for the games.
No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the pitch clock is a good idea. I like that. I like the ABS, but the pitch clock for the home run derby, just give me the 10 outs. I
Yeah.
like that. And can we
And
get
it,
like an all steroids home run derby too? Like, can we get McGuire to come back, juiced up as can be, and Bonds juiced up? Just as the chicks dig the long ball, right? Like everybody
Yeah.
loves to see
Hey,
home
and
runs.
Sammy Sosa juiced and with the cork bat.
Yeah, A-Rod. I mean, bring them all back for a Legends steroids home run derby.
bring Babe Ruth back from the dead
Ted Williams, his head was, being. Anyways,
and bring Otani's interpreter out.
bring him out of prison.
Yeah.
Wonder who he'd bet on to win that home run derby.
So, you know what? We should go ask him.
Think we could get him on the podcast next week for our NFC West preview.
Oh my God. FaceTiming from jail.
So, if you were here to bet, who would you bet on?
So, hey, we appreciate you joining us today. We just have one question for you. Keep 3, cut 5. MLB Legend steroid contest. Who's going to pimp out the most home runs, and who are you betting on?
Yeah, I'm for it, but I like going back to the old style for the home run derby. It's long overdue.
Yeah. And then, did you guys see the Rays had a no-hitter going today, and who lost it for them?
Who lost it for him? Nick Martinez.
No, Nick Martinez has actually been doing really well this season, and I
You
have
know,
him in fantasy.
he wasn't bad last year for the Reds as a 4th and 5th starter, and then you just let him go.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
the Rays pitching staff today, obviously they started out of the bullpen. Oh my God, Legumina, whoever the heck you are, went an inning and a third, no
Didn't
hits,
it look
maybe, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, maybe not. I'm just
And
thinking.
then Seymour came in 6 and 2/3, 1 walk, 7 Ks. That's it. No hitter going into the 8th, 1 out. And who comes in but Craig Kimbrell, and the Royals ended up scoring 2 runs.
Craig Kimbrell. So, all right, so that was a dominating closer at one point in time.
Yeah.
I seen a thing the other day where have you guys seen Mason Miller's walkout song for when he comes into the game from the bullpen?
Mm-mm.
It is, I think it's "Blind" by Korn. Have you seen that? I mean, so it got me to thinking, what are some of the best walkout songs for anybody?
Aroldis Chapman, Enter Sandman,
Well, that was
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera.
Under Rivera.
Yes, that's the first one I thought of, Gordon, is because when that came on, it's lights out. It's over with. That's the intimidation factor. It is just a badass
Wait a minute,
song.
what was the Chapman's?
I
It
can't
was a
remember what
Metallica
his
tune, wasn't it?
it might have been, but Enter Sandman was Mariano Rivera's for
Thank
a long time in his career.
Yeah.
But can we think of any other ones that were really good coming out?
This is just like a recency thing, so I don't know if it's like, a top one, but Edwin Diaz with the Mets?
Yes, the with the trumpets. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a nice one.
I know when Kenley Jansen was with the Dodgers, I think he came out to California Love, which was awesome.
Gordon, it was "Wake Up" by Rage Against the Machine
Okay.
for Aroldis
Okay.
Chapman.
And then you had what was Dodgers guy kind of old, like Eric something?
For Gagne.
Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle. I know he came out too.
Mhm.
And didn't Trevor Hoffman come out to one for the Padres?
Yeah. Who was it that came out to, the other Rage Against the Machine? Bulls on Parade. Somebody had that one for their walkout song too. But I think the best one is obviously Mariano. But is there any other entrances in sports besides, like, pitchers walking out that are iconic?
Are we
Like
talking like actual
the Bulls
sports
theme
or
song from back in the '90s with Michael Jordan.
yeah,
You know what song I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty iconic, walkout song for him. Is there any other ones you guys can think of? Trevor Hoffman was Hell's Bells, AC/DC.
Yeah.
That would be great. I think someone needed to come out to Crazy Train.
Look, I know if I heard somebody closer in baseball come out to Brock Lesnar's theme song, I would be intimidated.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be
That's
looking side to side. Okay, is he gonna suplex me while I'm in the batter's box?
I mean, if you're like, if you use Enter Sandman and you're not Mario Rivera and you're like Tony Santion, that's not as cool. Like, that doesn't turn into something iconic.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to match it too.
TJ Antoine or however you pronounce it coming out to Enter Sandman.
It's like it's not fitting here, man. It's just not fitting. But I saw that and I just wondered if you guys, I was kind of thinking what would be the best kind of walkout songs.
What would be your walkout song? If you came in as a closer and you can't use Enter Sandman or any of the ones that we discussed.
Man, I would have to think on that a little bit. Trying to
If you
think.
want blood, you've got it by AC/DC.
Okay. How
Oh
about
man.
I have two.
I got another
What
one too, but go ahead.
one's kind of like party time a little bit, Jump Around by House of Pain.
That's
Wisconsin uses that.
Wisconsin in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Okay, well that shows how much I know about college ball. Uh, and then Roy Jones Jr. Can't Be Touched.
Okay.
Imagine come out to Can't Be Touched as a closer. You can't touch this, dude.
Hey, there's another one. I'd come out to MC Hammer. Can't touch it.
Another good one would be Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paranoid would be a great one, I think.
Yeah. Or War Pigs, but mainly
Well,
Paranoid.
Poor Pig's it takes a little bit to get into it, where it's like,
But no,
yeah,
but
that's Paranoid.
once
Anyways,
Ozzy starts singing it's there. You're
that's
there.
true.
You're like, damn right.
What about, man? Oh, there's so many of 'em. Yeah.
I loved, and I know it's not a walkout song, it's in wrestling, but when Pat McAfee came out to Seven Nation Army at WrestleMania, I would use that one.
Yeah. Cult of Personality.
That's a good
Or
Remember
entrance
that?
song.
just gonna start naming
Now, as
all
far
the wrestling
now, as far
ones.
as in wrestling, you want to talk? There's only one iconic entrance.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. You know who it is, and it hasn't changed in 40 or 50 some years. Ric Flair's 2000 Space. It has not changed. He still when he shows up, it's still the same one. So when you hear it, that's the first person you think of when that.
Hey, I agree it's iconic, but there's more than just one iconic one. You hear that glass shatter, and you
Oh yeah, you
that
know
is
Glass Show.
yeah,
But what about the
Uh,
gong?
the gong. When the gong goes off.
the
Would
gong.
wouldn't that be a good one to walk out to? I would if I was a closer, I would take the Undertaker's theme song and I would slow walk to the mound. You talk about intimidating somebody right there.
But you do have a clock to get to the mound to throw your warm-up pitch.
Get warmed up in the bullpen, feel it when you get out.
Yeah.
Let's say another good one that's kind of iconic. Randy Orton's
Yeah,
"The Voices" song. Would that be a
yep,
good one? To be come up to the mound too. You hear voices, you're thinking, what are
Guys,
they telling you? They telling you to throw at my head?
what about
yeah.
Probably.
what about the D Generation X entrance song?
That's a good one.
Oh, you didn't know?
I
That's
Edge,
what
Edge's
yeah,
thing. You think
yes.
you know me?
I would love to come out to the Wyatt Six song, the last Bray Wyatt song, Code Orange.
Oh, oh, that'd be but that'd be much like Undertaker. In order to sell that, you'd have to be
Yes.
kind of slow getting to the ring. You don't have that much time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
That
if you want to go short time, go to Ultimate Warrior theme music, where you just run like a bat out of hell.
yeah. There you go. Come up there and shake the rosin bag. Let's go. I'll tell you another one that would be pretty good. Joey Votto used to use it for his walk-up song. And no, I'm not talking Jolene by Dolly Parton, but the one he used before that, Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. Would be a good one.
That's an iconic tune in and of itself.
Yeah. Trying to
And did
think
you
what
see where
else.
Joey Votto was on the Dan Patrick Show and talking about ABS, and he said that if he was in this league right now, he's like, he probably wouldn't challenge a whole lot. And I'm like, you lie. You're lying. You are lying. You challenge Atlanta. I know you. I know you.
Yeah, he had to step back and kept tapping his head every time.
Yes.
He didn't tap his helmet when he whacked off. You knew that was a good pitch because I don't
Yeah.
think there's not too many people because every time he argued, when they showed a replay, that thing was so far out of the strike zone that it was obvious that it missed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When he didn't, when they showed it, it hit the corner and clipped it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
At standing there, he could tell if it was too low or too far out just by looking at the ball where it was at.
Yeah.
What about yeah, so Impact Wrestling, RVD song, the whole effing show.
Okay,
that
I did like it. I don't like that slogan because to me it sounds kind of, well, let me just put it in not so nice words. It was the R word. I do have something against that word, so I won't actually say it. It was it was mentally handicapped. It was mentally handicapped because I remember he said, I'm the whole show." And as exciting as it is, and I'm as much as I love to watch him wrestle and all this other stuff, you're not the whole show because if it was just you doing this, nobody would ever tune in. So
But
no,
to be fair, I'm not talking about just like RVD itself. The song is
no,
the
no.
pretty good.
His entrance was great, but
Yeah.
I had to throw that premise in there because I've
I,
been saying it forever.
I think he kind of means when he's saying he's the whole effing show is the rest of these guys aren't on my level. I'm the only one you're here to see because I'm the whole effing show.
No, because that was Brock Lesnar was wrestling then. I
Well, he wasn't
tuned
on
in to
Raw.
watch it. Huh?
Oh,
No, but there's guys on Raw that I like watch, especially when they was wrestling against him or against anybody else. I mean, there was good wrestlers there. Some of them were jackasses, but whatever.
Imagine being a
Oh,
closer and you're coming out to Taz's song, just the heartbeat at first, and then just and then it goes into the music.
yeah, that would be pretty good too. What was his little tagline he used back in ECW? Uh, "Fight me if you must, survive if I let you," something like that. But it was pretty, yeah.
Beat me if you can, survive if I let you.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Well, if you do need to run out to the pitching mound and you
Yep.
get that Ultimate Warrior type energy, you could probably get it by going to w.gg, using our promo code yelling, saving 10% at checkout. BWB better, Gage. What do you got over there in your W?
So currently there's nothing in it because we are waiting for a new supply to come in. We have run out of what we got. I'm not gonna spoil what we got coming because I don't know because I ordered a chef's choice and it's just a mystery coming, so I
Good
couldn't even
choice.
tell you what it is. But right now, use the code yelling, save 10% at checkout. Check out all the flavors they got. They got some wild ones over there. You want to check out
Expanded
that?
too.
Oh yeah, and you want to check out that denture water flavor? Might have to.
Not bad.
Might have to. Just to say you did it. Why not?
I I done it.
And your rating on it?
Tastes great. I mean, it's 5 stars. It's
What
awesome.
what does the denture water taste like?
It tastes like the same as, grandpa's back in the day when I would go and sneak a drink of his denture water. No, just kidding. It's been a few months since I've had that one, but I can't remember what it was. But I mean, it was really, really fruity. It's good.
I, I do remember just being like on the podcast here and you just being like, yeah, you know what? It was oddly good.
Yeah,
So
I was really surprised.
So I don't know, might have to try that out. But everyone watching, everyone listening, you go try it out or try out one of the other flavors they got. They got over 40. So why not? Yelling at ubby.gg, 10% off BW, be better.
And guys, if you got anything else here before we wrap it up this week,
No, just good to be back.
we're back. We're so back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I know I messaged Brent twice last 2 weeks saying, "Hey, tonight, no, we're not doing it this week." Oh, okay. Then last week, no, we're skipping this week. Okay.
Well, we were supposed to do this on Tuesday, and then like a couple hours before I get to, oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to push it to Thursday. So
Leave it to me. But hey, we're back. We're ready to go. We're gonna get it rolling. We're gonna get into some heavy football talk starting next week. We'll hit on a little bit of news elsewhere here and there, but starting next week, we're really buckling down, getting ready for the NFL season. And we'll start it out. Like I said, we'll start out west, young man. We'll start with the NFC West, where they are home to the defending Super Bowl champs. And we'll talk about that and the rest of them next week. Maybe Brandon Ayuk will be out of that division by then. We'll see. But we'll catch you all later.
later.
Peace.